Good evening, children. Today's topic is transportation in animals and plants. So, let's discuss about the transportation in animals. So, as animals are living organisms, they need three basic things for their survival. What are those? That are food, water, and oxygen. So, we are taking every time these things for our survival. But how we are going to survive? All these three things is reaching to each and every cell of our body so that we are in the living condition. So how these three things are transporting in our body? So the carrier over here which carry food, water and oxygen is our blood. So when you are having any cut in your body, you can see a liquid or red substance is coming out. That is your blood. Blood is called fluid. It's not called liquid because liquid is only contain water particles. It contains water particles. It contains some cells. It contains some gases. So together mixture it is a little bit thick in nature. So it is called your fluid. Blood is a fluid. And the liquid part which present in the blood is called plasma. Plasma is a biological word. So plasma is the liquid part of the blood. Now see in the blood is a carrier of all these food, nutrients, your waste materials like your sweat, your fecal matters, your urine, everything is going to carry by the blood. But who is there inside the blood which help in the carrying of all those things? That of number one is your RBC, red blood cell. So red blood cells, from the name of this red one, you can see it's giving the blood a red color. The red blood cells contain a pigment which is called hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is the pigment. Why it is called pigment? Pigment means color agent. The substance which gives a color, that is called pigment. So the hemoglobin only which is present in the RBC which give blood red in color. Okay. And also hemoglobin has a one more important function, that is it carries oxygen. Also carbon dioxide. So hemoglobin has two important function. It gives blood the red color, and as a much important function is it carry oxygen and carbon dioxide. Means we having the oxygen in the lungs. From the lungs, the blood is taking the oxygen, absorbing the oxygen, and distribute the all part of our body. Same way, the carbon dioxide is produces after the process of respiration in our body in each cell. That again bring by hemoglobin, and again it's reached to the lungs to refill it with the oxygen. So RBC is the one of the most important cell in the blood. Next is your WBC. WBC. It's your white blood cell. Now see what is the function of WBC. White blood cell nothing called fighters. They are called fighters. So you nowadays COVID-19 is spreading all over the world, and we are saying about let's improve your immune system. What does it mean? Make your white blood cells strong. Whosoever white blood cells are strong enough, so they can protect their body from any of the disease. So these are the disease fighters. They are helping. Otherwise, if it's not in the body, so the small infection also can harm our body, and we are easily get infected. So white blood cells is a fighter in the blood, which because the food which you're taking, the air which you're taking, that also contains some germs and bacteria. But we are not going to fall ill every time, no, because white blood cells are there which going to fight against those virus and bacteria which is enter to the food and air to our body. So WBC is a fighter. Next, third cell in the blood is your platelets. So platelets, if you have sometime bang your hand or crush your hand in the corner of the door, so you can see a dark patches of blood is clotting inside it. You maybe notice that is because of the presence of platelets. So what is the function of it, you know? It is going to prevent your blood flow. So if you having any cut, after you're going to press that particular place of cutting, after some time the blood flow stops. Why? Because a jelly like structure is created by these platelets which prevent our blood loss. So the clotting or prevention of blood loss from our body is because of the presence of platelets in the blood. So we have read about platelets, RBC and WBCs. These are the three cells present in the blood which help in the many way around. So it is all about the blood. Now let's go to these are the carrier of the blood which carry all the food, water, oxygen and waste material. Now see on which path this blood is flowing. They need a path, no? You are going to school, I am going to market. So we need a way to go. So blood also need some way or path to reach to the each and every cell of our body. What are that? That are called blood vessels. Blood vessels means path. So again there are three vessels. First is your artery, veins, second, and the last one is your capillaries. So artery, vein and capillary, the three blood vessels. So three blood vessels, they all are the path for blood, but they have different function. What are that? That artery is thick wall, and it is take the blood away from the heart. So as it is taking blood away from the heart, it carry oxygen rich blood. So arteries are the carrier of oxygen rich blood. It means from heart the blood along with the oxygen will go to the each and every part of your body. Okay. Now come to vein. It is thin wall. It is bring blood back to heart. So whatever the blood is taken by the artery away from the heart, again is brought by vein. So as it is bringing the blood back to the heart, it means it contains carbon dioxide rich blood. So the blood which is going away from the heart, the different part, it contains oxygen, and the blood which is coming from different part of the body to the heart, it contains carbon dioxide, and this carbon dioxide is going to the lungs, this blood. So from the lungs it is coming out from your nose, and the oxygen which you are inhaling, that's again mixed with the blood. Again this function is continuous. So now this is the artery is taking the oxygen blood and the vein is carbon dioxide blood. So what is the function of capillaries? What is capillaries? It is the much thin, or you can say it is like a needle shape that much of thin. Capillary is very very thin blood vessel. Thin blood, thinnest you can say. It is the thinnest blood vessels. So what is the function of it? It's also carry the oxygen and also carbon dioxide blood. It's doing both the work. But very small organs to reach each and every cell that artery and vein cannot reach because they are thick in nature. But capillaries can reach each and every part or each and every organ and cell of your body. So that's why it is very important. So these are the three blood vessels we discussed.